Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Master Guns. This week, we're going to be doing a dish that's going to be the hit of football season at your house. We're going to be doing some wings, but not just any wings. We're going to be smoking them on the Traeger. So stay tuned, because I guarantee you, once you make these wings, you won't make them any other way.
You are now cooking with the Master Guns.
Alright folks, we're going to start off by cutting up our wings. I let these thaw out. They're still a little cold, but they're good. We're going to cut the wing part off the tip, and we're going to separate the drum from the drumette. And you just follow the joint on both. And then these you could just throw away. All right. We'll continue to cut these, and then we'll be back once we're finished separating them all. Alright, we cut them all up now. Now we're rinsing them off, and we're gonna pat dry them. We're gonna rinse each one of them off, and then we will put the seasoning on. Alright, we're going to pat dry each one of them. Make sure we take as much of the moisture and water out of them. A wet wing is a soggy wing, and nobody likes the soggy skin on a hot wing. Alright folks, now that we've got our wings cut, washed, and pat dry, we're going to put some olive oil to coat them. This is going to coat just a light coat of olive oil. And then to season them, I make my own mix of several spices. This one that I'm using is a mixture of the Treager Anything Rub, the garlic and chili pepper rub, and the pork and poultry rub. I mixed all those three together, and I make my own rub. All right, so now make sure they're all nice and coated with the seasoning. These are all the nice drumettes. They don't have to be super coated in the rub because we're actually gonna dip them in a sauce once they're done. This is just so it gives them a little bit more flavor, so they're not just naked wings. We got our wings all nice and coated with olive oil and the seasonings that I did. The Traeger's already up to temperature. We're making these at 350 degrees. I'm using the charcoal pellets on the Traeger smoker, and we're gonna put them for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them and leave them for another 25 to 30 minutes until they're crispy. And then after that, we're going to toast them in some hot sauce. All right, so let's go ahead and go outside and throw them in the smoker. All right, our Traeger is up to speed, up to temp, and we're just gonna There's a lot of room in this Traeger. All right. There they go. All right, we'll be back in about 30 minutes to check them. Wings have been cooking for 35 minutes on one side. We're gonna go ahead and turn them. See how crispy they are. All right, looking good, looking good. Situate these. All right, we're gonna leave them in there for another 25 minutes at 350. And then we'll come back and temp them. Once they temp out at around 175, they're good. Technically, you can eat them at 165, but chicken wings, you can bring them all the way up to 200. So we'll let them keep cooking for another 25 minutes. All right, so another 25 minutes have passed. Look at that. Let's temp them. 188, 200. Yeah, these are done. They're nice and crispy also. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them off the grill and get ready. We're gonna get ready to sauce them. go inside. All right, folks, here we go. So our wings are out of the Treager. They're delicious. I just had one plain with the seasoning that I put on them. Man, they're you can eat them just like this. But for today, we're gonna actually dress them with some Frank's wing sauce. I warmed some of it up here, so we're just gonna toss it. And we're gonna toast it. And we're ready to serve. Now these wings go great with some garlic bread, French fries, some ranch dressing. So, or you can just have them like this. But this is your game changer for Sundays during football season. It's quick, simple. In about an hour, you can have them made. They have that smoky flavor, and they're just delicious. All right, now for the test time. They're crunchy. Oh man, they're delicious. Honestly, best wings hands down. The skin is not chewy, it's nice and crispy. That Treager's a game changer. Look at that. The meat just falls off the bone. Delicious. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us in this episode of Cooking with Master Guns. Again, hope you've enjoyed it. Smoked hot wings on your Treager. Great for now that football season is getting ready to start. So, all right, until next time, enjoy. Hoorah, Semper Fi.